Redwood Newsmakers is being brought to you by your local U.S. Cellular stores.
North Coast Stand Down is dedicated to helping veterans and their families in our community by providing vital services in a supportive environment. With us tonight is Greg Mouton and Reevy Rimson. Welcome, you guys.
Hello. Thank you.
Hey, Greg, there are folks who may not be aware of this important program for military veterans. Can you explain what North Coast Stand Down is all about?
Well, the focus of the stand down is a hand up, not a handout. So we offer services such as dental, help with claims. We have medical services.
Pet services?
Pet services.
Right.
And for the homeless veterans, we actually have housing for 3 days.
Oh.
They come, they stay in the housing, get fed, showers, and clothing, as well as surplus. I get a bunch of like sleeping bags and stuff that we hand out.
Hey, Greg, there's a perception that you only take care of homeless veterans, but can you talk about the programs for all veterans and maybe your own story?
Yeah, the stand down is for every veteran, and a lot of people think that it's just for homeless, but it helps with your claims. If you've never gotten your claim in, you have things that you rate as a veteran. I used to always have one of the ladies that worked at Renee, she always offered and told me, you need to get your claim in. And I never really thought about it. And after years, I finally said, you know, you're right. And I put my claim in just so I'd be in the registry for being a Gulf War veteran. And over the years, as my old injuries started acting up and my knees deteriorated, I got to where I couldn't work anymore. And luckily, thanks to them pushing me, I was already started in a system for my disability claims.
Right.
So
all from being there, going through the services.
I can't say enough about how it helped me. And I know veterans that have been in the same place. And that's the whole thing. It is not for homeless veterans. It's for every veteran. Local and from out of the area.
Reevy, so this really is about veterans helping veterans, isn't it?
Yes.
Can you explain that in a nutshell? And talk about maybe the past with Bob.
Well, there are so many volunteers that help the veterans at this event, and we are so appreciative for them. My life partner, Robert Gelder, most people know him as Sarge. He was just a huge advocate from the very beginning, going back to 2006, I believe, was the first one, and was just always there to help out. He got involved with the pet services, and you know, for many veterans, homeless or not, they are your family. So that was always nice. They could bring their dogs to be checked and for shots, and Bob was just always a huge supporter. And when he started becoming ill, the board decided to honor him. And I must say, it was the only time that I had ever seen him speechless. He was presented with a plaque. And Greg is giggling here. But he teared up. He was just so very touched by, you know, being honored. And he would always say, hey, you know, I mean, I served during, he would say, I served during the Vietnam era, but I didn't see anything like a lot of these other guys did. And, you know, he did not want to be on a pedestal about this. But yes, the event is now in memory of Robert Sarge Gelder. And yeah, as far as the service providers, as was mentioned about the Renee Mavidi and the county services office, that office is just so comprehensive to help walk you through everything. So, you know, they're front and center there to help people. And the event, you know, there is a camaraderie. And there's a great barbecue on Saturday, there's music. We're a self-sufficient community for those 3 days, and it's just a very comfortable environment.
Well, here's a question for you. When is the event?
Oh, the event.
It must be coming up pretty soon.
It is Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, September 26, 27, and 28. And this is different this year being the last week in September. It's traditionally been the first weekend in October. So we really want to get that word out. And the fairgrounds is just so generous with providing the space. We are really, really appreciative for them being a major sponsor. And also in general, if you want to learn more, you can go to northcoaststanddown.org and
Get more
look at the
information.
various sponsors and just different things that are happening and older pictures. And
Greg, what about volunteers?
We've had a lot of growth in the stand down over the years, and the volunteer base has declined, sadly, a little bit. We need help. Anybody wants to volunteer, just show up the day of. We open at 9 o'clock, and we'll assign you to a spot to help out for the day or help out for however long you can. We appreciate any help we can get.
Greg Mouton and Reeve Rimson, thanks you guys from North Coast
Thank you.
Stand Down.
thank you.